Good morning. I thought I'd do this little introductory film just to show you who it is who's making the lessons that you're about to listen to. My name's Chris Jones, and I will be the voice that you hear throughout the module. And then this is the way that I will be replying to you as a group. So, welcome to the course, everybody. Good to have you aboard. Over the next few weeks, you're going to hear a lot of different voices speaking to me about the subjects that you're interested in. And I thought it might be worth my while just saying at this point that these are all individuals with their own views, some of which views I agree with, some of which I don't. And none of these views are the views of Edgehill University officially. This is an academic course, and we recognise that there's going to be a wide range of views on all of the subjects raised. Constantly, as we're going through the module, I will be attempting to improve our resources. I'll be trying out new things. This is a developing field after all. This is not a settled field yet. Every week there is new software appearing that revolutionises the delivery of online courses. Sometimes it's hard to catch up, but I will be trying new stuff, and I will be trying to sharpen up our appearance as we go along. Now, although most of the resources which I use are by now tried and tested, there are one or two problem areas which keep on occurring. Although the course materials look stable to me at Edgehill University, and although they appear to be working fine at my end, sometimes between me and the student, things might go a little haywire, and things might not work at your end quite as well as I think they're working at my end. Now, most often what this requires is that I sit down and do a little bit of re-engineering, and I need to go and look under the bonnet and see if there's anything obvious. Mostly what I need to do is just to reload the materials and put them up. Now, I understand how frustrating this is for you. You may set aside time to do your studies, and if something doesn't work when you're online, it drives you nuts. I do understand that. But you get in touch with me just as quickly as you can, by email or by Facebook or by some way or another, and just as soon as I can, I'll put it right. That might not be instantaneously because I might be in the middle of nowhere. But the point being here is that if you go easy on me, I'll go easy on you. And that's the best way of proceeding, really. So let me know the instant that something doesn't work. If a presentation sticks halfway through, or the sound goes, or something like that, then just get in touch. If, on the other hand, you know anybody in your particular speciality who'd like to contribute to courses, who'd like to come in and record a little conversation with me about a subject which appeals to them and fascinates them, then don't hesitate. I'm always seeking to modernise my materials with interesting voices. So, where are we? Let's go. So, the fertility course. This is the first time the course has ever run. It will run over 2 semesters. My name's Chris Jones, and mine is the voice that you will hear on most of the presentations that we're going to see. I've cast the net as far as possible for the course content for this module, but you must understand that I'm not really an expert in this field, not at all. My field of expertise is the production side, so it's my responsibility to put all the course materials up online and to produce them. Really, this is the work of the experts who do the speaking and not me. And if you have any questions about any of the course content, then I'm rather hoping that you will direct them to the people involved rather than myself, although I can forward them, I suppose, to you. The way that I'm going to try and organise the course is that for each of the module components, I'm going to try and produce materials of a formative nature. That is to say, there will be exercises for you to do as the course goes on, and I will endeavour to reply to any points that are made or issues that arise pretty much in this sort of way. I'll get your email addresses and I will email you a link to a short film, I hope, on a weekly basis. That's if I get enough correspondence. The classic problem with these courses is that people go very silent and they don't sort of participate in the course activities. And that really is, from a production point of view, that is really an uncomfortable situation to be in, because it's very easy for you to start developing morbid fantasies about what's going on in the minds of students if they remain completely silent. And the first fantasy that always occurs to me is that the students are bored stiff, they think you're rubbish, and they're sorry they came on this course. So what I'm going to attempt to do, I haven't done it yet, but what I'm going to attempt to do is to make it so that the exercises for the module can only, it must be done for you to proceed. Yeah, that is to say, although normally the course materials will be made available each Monday morning, you have to do the exercises for you to see them. They won't be released until you do. Now that is a way of making formative assessment count, even though it doesn't count towards your final mark. I'm going to try it anyway, so because I've had enough now. I've had, on all the courses, not on this, obviously this is the first time this course has run. So the other thing to say is that the course that I've prepared for you here is all based on Flash mostly, and Flash, which is made by a company called Adobe, does not communicate very well with iPhones and iPads, which is made by a company called Apple. Apple and Adobe are engaged in a mammoth clash of the titans way above the height of our university, and what that means is that although some materials may well work on your PC and also your laptop, they might not work on your iPad. Now, what we are seeking to do is we are seeking to find a system which is friendly to everything. I think I've done it. It's 4 weeks to go until the start of the course, and I think I've managed to do it. But the kit that it involves requires the university to spend $250 out on me, and I haven't actually got the go-ahead for that yet. So what I mean by that is that you may find that you will be best looking at these materials on a PC or a laptop, and we'll see about the rest as we go along. But I'm seeking to modernise everything as I go along. You've got to understand that this is a rapidly changing area, and I'm looking for as many voices as I possibly can. So if you know anybody who's a good talker who wishes to participate in this, then don't hesitate to put them in touch with me, because the more voices the merrier, really. Let 100 flowers bloom. I regard this as being a sort of rolling conference of the air, if you like. So if the subject's interesting and if the speaker's interesting, let's go. Other than that, welcome to the course, everybody. I hope you do well. Start thinking of your essay right now, because there is no advantage in my experience to students hanging on before they start thinking about their essay. Really, there's every advantage in you starting now and thinking about what subject you're going to pick and how you're going to go about it. This is a 5,000 word essay, so you're going to really need some preparation. But if you get this done at the end of the first semester, you will bless my name as you watch all the other members of the module sweat and panic as we get closer to the submission date. Remember this, that a submission date is a limit, but it's not a target. Don't aim for the submission date as being the date that you finish. It's just the extreme edge of finishing. So far, I think that the majority of our companions are going to be from Liverpool and are going to be from Leeds. That's the bit, and you know, really speaking, I'm glad that we're going to have relatively few people in the first instance, because it'll give us a chance to test our systems. On that, bear this in mind, that, you know, things seem to work for me, but bear that in mind. They seem to work for me. They may not work at your end. Get in touch, you know. So, with that, I shall bid you welcome to the course, and you'll hear my voice throughout. So, bye now.